Hey guys, if you're just starting to play, or if you are probably have been playing for a little bit but you're still a beginner or even close to be an intermediate, stay with me and I'm gonna give you a couple of tips on the things that the first thing that you want to focus on your forehand, the first thing you want to focus on your backhand. That is gonna help you a lot. It's gonna save you a lot of headaches along the way. Hey guys, Mauro here. Okay, so you're starting to play tennis. You might be a beginner, or you might even be intermediate, and I mean, I have even seen in the advanced kids that they don't follow, they don't do this couple of tips that I'm gonna give you. So but it's mostly for the people that are starting to play. Okay, all right, let's say on the forehand side, okay, you're starting pretty much the basics. You just want to go down to your knees and up to the shoulder. Okay, down and up. Imagine that you're just doing this thing. That's how you start. One thing that I always suggest on the forehand is, obviously, you start real slow. Okay, when you swing it, I always say that bring it down to the knees and up to the shoulder. As well as you do that, down to your knees and up to the shoulder. If you go when you start going down and up, that's gonna prevent you from hitting that ball side to side. A lot of people start and they just go through the ball, boom, and the racket goes more sideways. They really don't go down and up. You go down and up, you cannot go to the side. You can hit and come around, but if you don't go down, you're just gonna go straight, boom, slap. See, so that's one thing you want to pay attention. Down to your knees, up to the shoulder. Another really quick tip on the forehand is, when you're starting to play, you want to pay attention. You go down and up, and imagine that you have a coin in the racket. Just keep the coin in the racket. Imagine that you have a coin right here. All you gotta think is, if your shots are, especially because a lot of times when you're starting to play, the shots are going all over the place. They're going to the net and then they're going over the fence. See, imagine that when you're swinging, you have a coin in the racket, and you're just thinking, just keep the coin in the racket. Swing. Keep the coin in the racket and keep going. You just keep the coin in the racket at the moment of contact, and follow through. All right? Now, the one thing that I really, really recommend you guys pay attention is, a lot of people start playing and they really don't know. They just bring the racket back, and when they bring the racket back, the racket looks like that. See, straight with my arm and the racket here. So one thing that you want to pay attention is, just point the tip of the racket back a little bit in that position. Perfect. You just cock the wrist a little bit. That's all you gotta do. You gotta tell them, okay, point forward with your butt cap or point towards the back fence with the tip of your racket. Just so you have more of that angle. And don't undo it. Just go forward, here with the coin in the racket, and finish it all the way around. Down and up, down and up. Just keep that racket pointing back, coin in the racket, and finish it there. So those are just 3 or 4 tips that you can use on the forehand. On the backhand side, I'm assuming that, let's say if most kids, obviously, they go for the two-handed backhand because it's easier. Okay, so that's the one I'm gonna concentrate right now. So in the two-handed backhand, the kid usually just grab the racket and they hit like that. Okay. They just hit the forehand, and backhand, they come in and hit. If there is one thing that I like to start working with them at an early age, is start getting them used to bring those knuckles on top of the racket. What happens is, when they grab the racket and then they hit it without any instruction, they usually have the back of the palm in the front of the racket. So they start hitting like that. Now, when you hit here, see, you're shoveling more. You're hitting that ball late. Why? Because it doesn't feel good. It doesn't look good when you hit in front of you. You say meet the ball early, and the kid cannot really hit the ball early because this feels weird. So they just let that ball come too close to them to hit. Try to start getting them used. It's good to let them hit a little bit for a while with that swing, with that grip, just to start. But as soon as they starting a very good contact with the ball, I switch to the knuckles. I just want to bring that right hand, to the front, and say, okay, careful showing me the back of the palm, just beat that right hand a little bit more. You're gonna have it in the bevel that is right here on the edge. See, this is the one on the top and this is the one in the front. So right between those two, the one in the edge, that's where you wanna have your index finger knuckle. A little more, a little less, that's up to you, but it's on that bevel where you wanna have it. So instead of hitting like this, you're already gonna have the right grip, and you start. And the important thing is that that's gonna help you to start hitting that ball in the front, and you can. It's not only getting used to hit that ball early, but you're gonna start. It's easier to start rushing at an early age. Same thing in the forehand, you know. All right, guys. Well, I hope it helps. If you have any questions, suggestions, let me know. Go out there, stay centered, be bold, and be perseverant. Bye.